Hello, MPS. It's another week in January. If you're like me, you are cold, you are over it, but you are consistent in treating yourself well. This month, we continue to explore self compassion. So let's get into it. Okay, so last week I told y'all we were going to be talking about self compassion this month, which is a really important thing. But in that, there are three elements. This week we are exploring self kindness, which is fairly self explanatory. You got self, which is the self, and kindness, which is can either be acts of kindness that we do or internal ways that we treat ourselves kind. When it comes to self compassion, self kindness is very important because this is the basics of how to be an inner ally to yourself versus an inner enemy, right? It's about, fine, we hold ourselves accountable and we might have standards for ourselves. And in the same token, inner kindness or self kindness is about not berating ourselves when we make mistakes, seeing ourselves as inadequate if something happens, as well as having the ability to self soothe, but also offer, once again, unconditional acceptance of who we are. And so, self compassion and self kindness are essential because they really are the basic components of how we show up and recognize ourselves. And so now that we've kind of defined self kindness, it's important to talk about ways that we can practice and do it for ourselves. That might look like positive affirmations, which for some might sound silly. It could be as simple as I am strong, especially when your inner critic is constantly telling you you're weak for having emotion or for not being able to do certain things, right? So, how we speak to ourselves, those affirmations are important. It also could look like journaling, being kind in what you say to yourself, getting those thoughts out of your head and being able to get them on paper might be helpful. But then also, just if nothing else, just practicing. If I were to hear this situation or if I were to be witness to this and it wasn't me, how would I treat this person? How would I show up for this person? And make sure that you are making the efforts to do the same for yourself. So, self kindness, simple, but not easy. So, let me know how it goes this week.